Now, let's dwell a bit more on the announcement that's making waves. The Indian government says its healthcare insurance scheme is the largest in the world. The finance minister himself called it NaMoCare, so its comparison with ObamaCare is quite obvious. ObamaCare was introduced to combat monopoly of private insurance companies in America, but the Indian government, through this healthcare scheme that it's introduced today, wants to ensure that the poor get access to quality healthcare. With his healthcare reform, the Obama administration wanted to expand the existing Medicaid program in America that covered low-income Americans. The Indian government has a more ambitious target. It wants to give healthcare cover to 37% of this country's population. The aim of Obamacare was to ensure 15% of the population that did not have health insurance of any form. But the Indian government, this Indian government scheme, if implemented well, will benefit 10 crore families in the country. Obamacare brought down the number of uninsured Americans to 23 million by ensuring health coverage in all healthcare institutions. The Indian government, for now, is only offering its healthcare scheme in secondary and tertiary healthcare institutions. Obamacare was a more broad reform for America. The law implemented policies that slowed the growing cost of healthcare in that country. On the other hand, the Indian government's health insurance scheme only covers healthcare costs of up to 5 lakh rupees. So there are a lot of differences, but it's caught the imagination of a lot of people. The world watched Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's speech today to know whether India is walking the path of fiscal prudence. And on that front, the news has been disappointing. At 3.3%, the government has set a slightly wider than expected budget deficit target for the next fiscal year. The widening fiscal deficit is something that will leave foreign investors edgy. The finance minister announced a hike in customs duty on mobile phones to 20% from the current 15%. It's a move that is more likely to force foreign players to pass on the burden to consumers, which basically means that your phone, the next one that you're planning to buy, will be more expensive. Chinese phone makers, understandably, are not a happy lot. The proposal to tax long-term capital gains may have spooked the stock market briefly this morning, but it is being seen as a welcome move for the long term because it will help correct the imbalance in market investments.